Hello, Amer. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. شكرا لكم.
How do you feel being a part of the MENA Effie celebration?
Well, whenever you're involved in something so special and unique that celebrates so many, it's always a privilege to be in this event for sure.
And we're so excited to hear about you talk about your journey. We want to
Yes.
know, what does your creative process look like?
It just varies what project I'm working on, but particularly for season 2 of Mo, for instance, it requires me going into going internally very deep and figuring out what's the best version of the story that needs to be told, and also like just not being afraid of being super honest and
Yeah.
transparent. So it's just like it's a multi-tier process. It requires, it's like different levels to it, and you'll shift gears at every level and try to really figure it out and unpackage it. For me, in stand-up comedy, for instance, it just is going up on stage. It's just as simple as that.
What a
It's like going
natural-
to the gym, which is, I know you guys are gonna judge me, but it's a stand-up comedy is very similar to like working out. The more you go on stage, the better you get at it, the more you get out of it.
And we want to know about the challenges of becoming a global creative.
Yeah. There's many challenges, but I would say is that what makes it easy is just being honest with yourself, being honest with your fan base. And once you're so transparent and real with your fans and your people in general from all walks of life, it makes it very simple. But the challenges is just how often you're constantly moving, how, from one place to the other you're jumping, and constantly being on edge, and the pressures of it all is, builds up over time, but that's it. But it's very, alhamdulillah, tawakkal Allah, everything is easy, ma'Allah.
Yeah, and since we're going to see you on stage talk about storytelling,
Sure.
we want to ask you, how effective is storytelling in building a connection with your audience?
It's as old as time, right? Telling stories is a very effective way of showing the human side from our perspective. For instance, I'm Palestinian, but also for me, I think of it as all Muslims and even Arabs that happen to be Christian.
Yeah.
Like there's so many stories that need to be told within the diaspora, and it's very important for me to have as a culturally diverse cast as possible,
Yes.
to show the world how diverse we actually are.
Yes, we're so honored to
How
have
culturally rich we are as well. People forget, Everybody think about Dul Arabiya, but عندهم
Yeah.
نفط وبصرة. No, we're much more than this. We're an ancient tradition. We have ancient language. We have
Yes.
ancient stories.
We have a lot to tell.
We have a lot to tell. We've contributed a ton to the world, and people don't know it, and they need to know it. And one of the best ways to do it is by influencing culture.
Yeah, and we are so honored to have such an influential character. We want to know, how do you influence people? How do you leave an impact?
Well, again, it leads back to just being honest and being transparent and leading from the heart,
Authenticity.
I think authenticity is very important, but also just being very emotional with the storytelling. You're funny, yes. Funny is kind of easy by the situations that we're in, but being so raw is really important. Being vulnerable is very important. People relate to that. بتبتسمي ليش؟ أنا مش عارف ليه.
والله
I'm being
والله
very
يعني
serious.
ضيف شرف بجد بيفرحني.
أنا
بجد وجوده بس حلو جدا في المينا افي. بجد
تسلم يا
والله
عبد الله،
منورنا
الله
في
يخليك.
المينا
الله ينور
افي.
أيامك
ايه
حبيبي،
رأيك
الله
في
يخليك.
الجالة؟ حلو؟
هلا تسلمي.
عجبك التنظيم؟
عجبني
يلا ان شاء الله نشوفك على المسرح. Thank you
شاء
so
الله.
much for coming to the
شكراً
MENA
لك.
Effie Gala.
Of course,
Thank
تسلمي
you.
تسلمي.